once upon a time, 60 years ago, you have to stay awake for this because it's a long story. There was a man called Tony from Manchester, was a writer, and he did want to produce a soap opera on Crowder Studios. And the producers said to him, it won't work for, live for 12 weeks. And they say it's not going to work. But it did work because it's 60 years old. Happy birthday to this. Happy birthday. It was black and white in those days. And there was Annie Walker, Herb de Sharples, and Elsa Tanner, and many more from the 60s. And there's a man called Ken Barlow, who is actually, he's a record breaker. He's been there since it started. But unfortunately, he can't do it this year, working on it, because he had to stay at home. So he will be coming back next year. In 1984, I was 8, and Hilda Odman was starring in it, and she was my first ever episode that I seen her on the television. And that's why I got so hooked, I watched it since then. There was Sally and Kevin, and Jack and Vera Duckworth, and Rita, Mavis and Derek, and many more, and Ken and Deirdre. Love Strangle with Mike. Yeah, I remember that so well. In 1995, I went to Crowder Studios, and I went to the pub, and I went to the corner shop, and walked down the road. And I went to Jack and Vera Duckworth's house as well, and it was 1995. It was a great day out. And in the 90s, there were famous stars that I like. There's Reg and Maura Holsworth, Des, Curly, Raquel, Mike and A. Armour, and so on. I did just a lot being there and gone. And there were famous funny side of people, not nice people as well, comedy, funny, acting. All sorts of things, So in 2000, there was the chocolate sponsor of the chocolate, and I'll show you what I mean. There you go. And I remember that on television. And I collect loads of oops, it's still running. Technology these days. Anyway, had collections from the past. Years go by with books, videos, abilities, all sorts of stuff. Videos, cassettes, cups, and I did some tapestry work. And I did a tapestry thing that I've done this year. It's on the wall. That took me 7 months to do. And then I have to show you something really nice. I'll show you something. Bear with me, I have to do a bit of technology work here. And this is the end. You remember any of these characters, it's a treat. On my favourite street of the world. and I hope it comes in another 60 years' time.
Professor Market has been proud to sponsor Coronation.
Oh, by the way, let's Liz McDonald win the castle as well.
Imagine waking up in one of Britain's